Hello guys, and today we have here another very awesome deck profile. We have here a very fun deck. We have here lightsworn. Yes, lightsworn's got some new support, and they got something that actually really helps out the deck. Performance monsters. They actually really help out the deck. You might have heard or may have seen the FTKO, the builds, but this is lightsworns, and there's a lot of interesting cards here. So I'm just gonna go right in and show everybody. So we run triple Judgment Dragon. You always run triple JD. He's the win condition. You pay 1,000 life points, blow up the field, and then he's at 3,000 booty. So you get 3 from the hand. You summon one, blow up the field, then summon the other 2 and attack for 9,000 worth of damage. And then we have Double Wolf. The rank 4 is here on the Salvation server, so making rank 4s is really important. And then Gareth, if you have double Lumina or triple Lumina and then Gareth, you're gonna deck yourself out, son. This guy, every time a lightsworn monster effects activate, you send the top 2 cards of your deck to graveyard and then draw 1 for each lightsworn monster sent. This guy can help you mill like crazy, so if you really need to do some milling and you don't have a better Lumina target than Gareth, then do it, but just be wary that you might deck out if you have way too many. Triple Raiden. He can send the top 2 from his deck to graveyard, and then during hand phase he'll mill 2. And he's a level 4 tuner, so does open up synchro plays. Lila is a spellcaster. Do note that level 4 spellcaster, that will be important a little bit later. And she can pop back row and then switches herself to defense position. So she is nice and worthy to run at 2. And then we run 2 Trick Clown. This is pretty much a wolf, except a little better. If he's sent to the graveyard pretty much in any way, he can summon himself and then you take 1,000 damage. Do know if you have cards like Chicken Race or One Day, you can still summon him, but you don't take the damage. So there is some abuse that you can do there. So it's just great for rank 4s. Your opponent has to attack him twice to get rid of him because he'll summon himself out, but he makes his attack in defense 0/0. So that's a little bit annoying, but he's just really nice. Dama Juggler. This guy is also a hand trap. His main effect, you can banish him, search out a performance monster, which you would want to search out this one, and I'll tell you guys once I get to his effect. But you can also discard him to make it so you don't take any damage from the next battle. So pretty much a Karibo. So that is something really nice. You're about to be attacked for game. It's just like, nope, Dama Juggler. And then we have the one Folius, pretty much the same thing as Wolf, except unlike Wolf, which can be sent by any way, if he's sent from the deck to graveyard, he can spell summon himself. She can only be sent if from a monster effect. So if she is milled by some monster effect, she will summon herself out. You can also tribute her, destroy a monster, and then send it mill 3 cards. Hat Ricker, this guy is really interesting. If there are 2 monsters on the field, just 2 monsters on the field, note that. You don't have to control both of them. You can have one of them or none of them. You can special summon this guy out, and you can do that as many times as you want. He's a level 4, so you get out Raiden, and then you summon this guy out, assuming your opponent has a monster on their side of the field, and then you can go for your XZ summon. And so that is something nice. It also has some other effect. Oh, if a card effect that would inflict damage here is activated, you can put a counter on it and reduce that damage to 0. So he's good against Ring of Destruction. A lot of these cards are good against Ring of Destruction. Like this guy, yeah, he will negate cards that activate. Also, he negates cards like, I think he will negate Ring of Destruction too. So these guys are really good with making it so you don't take too much damage. 3 Lumina, she will summon out a lightsworn monster from your graveyard or from your hand pretty much, because you have to discard a card and you can discard a lightsworn monster and then summon out that lightsworn monster that you just discarded. So really nice. Getting out a whole bunch of her is really nice, and she's level 3, so you can make Dante if necessary. And then Minerva, if she's milled, she'll mill another one. If you normal summon her, you can add a light dragon type monster from your deck to hand whose level is less than or equal to the total number of lightsworn monsters, so she can search for Judgment Dragon, but it isn't the best. Solo recharge 3 of them, you discard a lightsworn monster, draw 2 cards, and then mill 2. Galaxy Cyclone, great against pendulums, because if you mill it, you can destroy a face-up spell or trap card. If it's in your hand, you just get a pop back row. And so that is something really nice. Triple Rhoda to search out all 4 warriors, which is Gareth and then the Raidens. Foolish is pretty much only for Wolf or for Minerva. But yeah, you can Foolish for a Wolf and he will summon himself out, so this is pretty much a free summon level 4 monster from your deck. 2 charge. Pretty much the only targets you would want to search for is either Lumina or Raiden. And then here is a new card, Lightsworn Judgment. If I feel this is lackluster, and let me tell you guys its effect and then I'll tell you what I think it should have been. And this card is activated. Place this card on top of your deck. It is sent to the graveyard by the effect of a Lightsworn monster. Add 1 Judgment Dragon from your deck to hand. So this card will switch out your JDs. It's pretty nice. If you mill your JDs before you get to this, that kind of sucks. I did try, and it does not work, at least on the Salvation server. If you send it to graveyard with Lumina's effect, if you discard it, it does not work. Sucks. But the thing that really gets me is that it should have said, when this card is activated, shuffle, like it could have been 1 Judgment Dragon, or all copies of Judgment Dragon, I don't care, from your graveyard into your deck, then place this card on top of your deck. So that way you can make sure and have some way to cycle your JDs. Because milling JD kind of wrecks this deck. If you mill 2 before you hit any of these, and then you draw into one of them, and you maybe already have the 3rd Judgment Dragon, it sucks. And this card wants to be on the top of your deck, and it's like, no, I'm not going to minus myself like that. So things are interesting. So very lackluster, but it's still nonetheless really good. Just milling, if you mill it before you mill JD, then it's good. 1 breakthrough skill, and then 1 Jar of Avarice to do what Lightsworn Judgment cannot do. And that is it for the main deck, and a lot of the stuff you're doing is just you with the main deck, you're doing a lot of the milling, and you're just trying to get JD. We aren't actually running all that many Lightsworn monsters. We're running 1, 2, 3, 4, because he has to have 4 Lightsworn monsters with different names to special himself out. 4, 5, 6, and so we're only running 7 different types. I know a lot of people like to run at least like 1 Jane, 1 Celestia, and 1 what's her face, the one that bounces face downs. But I don't think those would be too important. I tried to make this a little bit faster. And now onto the extra deck. 1 Star Eater. This card could actually honestly be switched out for Felgrin, because I feel it's nice to have Felgrin in this deck, just in case you can't go for game with JD and you have double JD on the field, you can at least XZ summon into Felgrin. Double Michael, he's really great. You can make him with Lumina and Raiden, along with the same with all these level 7 synchros, and he can pay 1,000 life points to banish any card on the field. So that's really nice. Great for getting rid of back row. And with this deck, what I've noticed is sometimes you can create such a field that you don't want a JD, because many times you have double JD in hand. Like if I JD, I'm not gonna win. If I use JD's effect, I won't win. So you have to use cards like Michael to just get rid of back row, get rid of problem cards, and then go for your Judgment Dragons. 1 Moonlit, it's just a good level 7 synchro. When this card is special summoned or when a level 5 or higher monster is special summoned, you can target it, or target 1 special summon monster on the field and return it to the hand, so that's nice. And then Black Rose to destroy the entire field. More destruction, why not? And now for the rank 4s, because rank 4s are really important. We are running the Utopia stuff because the Utopia stuff is really nice because it's an Almaties. This guy is an Almaties. You can summon him on top of C39, who you can summon on top of Utopia. And if he attacks a monster, you can make his attack 5,000. So he can do a lot of damage. And then you have JD or some of your other rank 4s. That is really, really nice. And then Performance Trapeze Magician. You can only summon him with 2 level 4 spellcasters, which would be your Lilas, your Performance monsters. Is Felice? No, Felice is a Beast Warrior. So you can only summon them with pretty much your Performance monsters and or Lila. And he has a couple of decent effects. First one is you can target 1 monster and it can attack twice. Great to target your JDs. Great to target this guy. There's just so many good cards you can target if you can summon them out. And his other effect is if you destroyed by your opponent's card effect or by battle, then he can summon out a performance monster from your deck to your side of the field. So that's really nice. He helps become a floater pretty much. And then Utopia stuff, 101, Castell, and then Minerva, Lightsworn Saint. This is a the new rank 4 that Lightsworn's got. So now they have an XE, now they have now they have a Synchro, and now they have an XZ. When are they going to get the Pendulum? Who knows? You can detach one XYZ material from this card, send the top 3 cards from your deck to graveyard, then draw one card for each Lightsworn card sent to graveyard by this effect. It's really nice, because sometimes you just run out of cards in your hand real quickly, and having her just being able to draw like a get rid of like 6 cards from your deck at the maximum, you mill 3 Lightsworns, draw 3 cards. Really nice. If she is destroyed by opponent's card effect, you can send the top 3 cards of your deck to graveyard, then destroy cards on the field up to the number of Lightsworn cards sent. So that could be 1, that could be 0, that could be 3 cards you get to destroy. So she's really good. You want to run all 3 copies of her, so that way you can constantly be making her. Because she's pretty much what you do. You just get out your raid and you mill, you summon your wolf, you summon your trick clown or your hat wrecker, and then you can make Minerva, and then you just keep on doing that over and over again and try to make as many as you can. And then you just summon JD on top. And the one lone rank 3 is the Dante, who will mill 3 cards from your deck and increase his attack to 2500. And that is the Lightsworn deck. That is new Lightsworns. This is Performance Lightsworns. Honestly, I still think the Dragon Ruler build was better, but Dragon Rulers are banned. And the reason why is because like you could mill Eclipse and then just go ham, because Eclipse was your searcher pretty much, and I feel it's a little bit better. Yeah, if you milled JD before you milled Eclipse, it still sucked. But then again, you had access to rank 7s, which even now with Flare Meta Dragon, yeah, the Dragon build would probably be way better than this build. But this is Lightsworns. This is new Lightsworns. This is what we're going to be dealing with here in Yu-Gi-Oh! This format. So tell me what you guys think of this deck. Tell me what you guys think of Lightsworns, of the new support. Do you think it's good? I feel this is lackluster. It should have put JD back into your deck so that way it could actually have at least some effect. Or maybe put Lightsworn monsters back in the deck, or to hand, or something. Did something that was useful. So nonetheless, tell me what you guys think. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys later. Bye.